Hey, you guys, let's get into your reading. So we're just gonna grab a few energy messages. There's a lot of words on these cards, so I'll keep it light. Probably three, and then we'll clarify what those three could possibly mean. But Divine, what are the energies that currently surround a Pisces and affect them at this time? Okay, so we have two coming out together. I'll keep them together. Okay, so we have yellow. So caution, eyes are watching, issues, not what it appears from the outside. Okay. And then we have fun. So into the swing of things, being playful, kids and childhood play. So these both came out together. So there's this feeling of nostalgia here that's happening. I'm hearing, more so something about an inner child. So it could be something here that is very significant about your inner child. And I don't feel like it's like an inner child healing kind of situation. I feeling like it's a need to entertain yourself, possibly in a childlike way. Go out, have fun. Not necessarily go swing on the swing, but maybe you like to play video games. Maybe it's something here also about dressing up, going through your closet and, getting rid of things, but doing it in a playful way, dressing up, putting back things on that you loved. Would you still wear this? How would you wear it now? So it's something about just having fun, It's more so what I'm feeling like. It could be eyes watching you, but it's just this particular energy gives me more so a feeling of nostalgia. Divine, can you tell me more about this energy before we move on to another? Tell me a little more. Okay, so we have B. So the color yellow is very significant. So hardworking person, fertilization, life sustaining, sting, sweet situation, growth provider, seeking, respected as well as fearless. Okay. Yeah, so definitely something about getting outside here as well. So something significant about being outside. So maybe you needing to go outside. Maybe there's some activity you could possibly be doing outside more so than anything else. But it's something about more so at this moment, like having fun, because I feel like this is maybe a space that you don't get the opportunity to feel often. Maybe because you're always working, you're always on the go, you're always doing something. So maybe this is an area in your life that's starving a little bit, and maybe you need to feed that, And then we even have, playing basketball. So game player, this is ball, but like just significance of it just being another activity that's outside. So maybe you play basketball. Maybe you do that to relieve stress here. But something about an outdoor activity could be very significant. Divine, what else is here? Last one for this energy. Yeah, so makeup jar. Yeah. So inner beauty, not seeing how beautiful life is. Just look below the gray. Beautiful days will return soon. Short-lived depression. So this definitely feels like doing something to maybe get you out of some type of funk. You may not be in a depression, but doing something to get you out of some type of funk. We have makeup here. I was sitting down saying play dress up. So makeup could be very significant, where you're playing dress up, but you're also cleaning up as well, getting rid of things, cleaning out your closet, making room for new things. But I do feel there's just this sense of needing to do things that will possibly maybe cheer you up, get you in a different type of mood. Because maybe you're not depressive or anything like that. Maybe it's just about changing your overall mood. And, maybe this mood will have you getting more out there. But definitely doing outdoor activities or doing something as simple as, once again, playing dress up, where you put makeup on your face and you would have your own personal fashion show. Okay. Divine, what else is here? What other energies are present? Okay. So we have umbrella. So Rihanna could be significant, the song. So femininity, fashion, see, fashion, see. Play dress up, fashion show. Shelter, prestige, power, protection, prosperity, royalty, a need for protection. And Divine, can I have one more before I speak on this? And we have the color pink. So, conservation, save your pennies, healthy choices, intelligence, don't run away with your spending, and moderation. Okay. So maybe there's something here about doing something in moderation. Okay, we have itchy. So I feel like maybe there's a desire that you have. Maybe there's something that you're wanting to do. And let's just use, because since fashion keeps coming up, maybe you're wanting to update your wardrobe. And this is men and women, both sexes, all genders or whatever. Maybe you're wanting to update your wardrobe, and you're wanting to, you have this itch to go, shopping. Maybe it's something right now about that's not something you're supposed to do, or do it in moderation. If you are out spending money, maybe set a budget, for you to do this and make it happen. Maybe you like thrifting. Maybe you do a combination of things where you would go thrifting and you would go get a few new things, setting a budget for the both of those things. Divine, what else is here with umbrella and pink? Okay, so we have kite. So situation blowing in, fragile, pretty, tangled, as well as reminders. So it feels like there's something coming in to elevate a situation, maybe turn a situation around. I was talking about budgeting, and things of that nature, and maybe you're conserving, your resources because you don't have much. I mean, the economy is different, now. Maybe in a way where you did have savings, you've been having to dive into those savings, and gratefully, you do have those savings to dive in for even such a time as this. So I do feel like there's something that could possibly be coming in to change the situation, maybe elevate the situation. Maybe this is you receiving some sort of raise or some sort of bonus or some sort of relief, something, to change the situation around. Divine, can I have one more for this overall energy here, please? Hmm. Yeah, so we have gray. So murky situation, more to be seen, look deeper, depression that is deep. So there was something about coming out of a short-lived depression with makeup. So something about maybe some type of depression. Seasonal depression is significant. That tends to happen around this time, especially if you operate solo. Most of the times it could affect you in some kind of way where you're feeling like, where's your partner, things like that. And then that can cause you to go into other different scenarios. But murky situation, more to be seen, look deeper, depression that is deep. And then we have kite. So this is also given hangman. So there's something that you need to look at from a different perspective. And I feel like it's more of self-involving, maybe reserving yourself for a minute, maybe stepping back, stepping away, for something, turning something down, giving back to yourself, in some type of way. Because there's something seemingly that you're going through because you're needing to do things to, elevate you, from some form of feeling, some type of way. Because for some of you all, it may be as deep as a depression. For others, this may just be, those occasional feelings that one may have, surrounding, time spent, and where does that time get spent. Because although you know how to spend time with yourself, it's something, about maybe feeling some type of way, because you're always having to do everything alone. Okay. Mm-hmm. Divine, what is the last energy that surrounds this reading? Okay. So we have nail. So building, not solid, needs securing, build over, painful but truthful, communication. Nail and coffin, hitting the nail on the head, put a pin in it for later. Now beginning, new beginning needed, flawed situation, as well as tower moment. And Divine, what is the significance of nail? Okay. So we have jam. So stressed in life, caution, a new start in life, change direction, feeling stuck in a situation will not work out in future as planned. Situation will not work out in future as planned. So look at the positive side of in a jam and a sticky situation. So look at the positive side of a sticky situation and in a jam. Okay. Yeah, so this definitely is speaking to the situation. Maybe some of you all at this current moment are feeling stuck, maybe feeling like things are moving, maybe feeling like you're maybe always starting over. Something always needs work, something is always being built, something is always wrong. Divine, tell me what else is here. Okay. So we have Space Ranger. So stand up dude, hero, a shoulder to lean on, trustworthy. So loyal friend, helper, fair and kind, green flag. And then we also had bowl. So meeting basic needs, food, all needs met, sustenance, refilling your spirit, as well as refilling your spirit twice. Okay, so I guess that's very important. So I feel like there's somebody who is getting ready to come in to help lift you up in some type of way. I feel like this is one of those kind of situations where this is a temporary thing. It doesn't feel like it's something that's long standing. But I do feel like there is going to be someone who is going to, because I feel with Space Ranger, there's a roaming type of energy. And I feel like this is somebody you may just meet for a moment in time that's going to change the perspective for you, that's going to meet some type of need that you possibly were having in a moment where you needed clarification. Maybe you were seeking out, a way to get out of a situation, and maybe somebody's going to come along and give you an idea to spark some sort of movement that could happen in your life where you can get unstuck. So I do feel like somebody is getting ready to come in to help you out with the situation. Okay. Divine possible outcome. What is going on with this? Yeah, we have the GOAT. So, sure footedness, desire, reverie, navigates hard places with ease, faith, creative energy, aspiration, as well as tranquility. So, this does give me that type of energy, someone who's coming in that knows something, that knows how to get out of a situation. Maybe this is something that they've experienced before. You're experiencing this and they've gone through this before. So, they have answers to maybe questions that you have, or even just overall solutions. Okay. Yeah, definitely overall solutions is what I'm feeling for maybe a situation that you are going through here. Okay. So it seems like there's situations in your lives that you're needing answers to, that you're needing clarity on, that you're looking possibly even for ways out. Maybe the help is not in the waiting, but it's all in what you choose to do. Maybe a solution is right in front of you, like our sponsor, Psychic Source. Okay. If you click the link down below in the description box using my unique code JMarian, you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity and insight for only $19.80. So that's plenty of time for you to get any answers to the questions, because there's time for you to have multiple questions. So any questions that you've been needing clarity and insight on, maybe you can get some answers. And if you feel like you haven't gotten the answers that you've been seeking from the advisor you get to choose, you get your money back. So it's all risk free for you. So the link down below in the description box and all of the details down below in the description box. Check those out. Okay. And now on to your reading. Divine, what is the direct message here? Okay. So we have the star coming out first here. Mm. Divine, what else here? Okay. So Four of Wands, I'm hearing something about immense potential. So somebody has immense potential to actually get something done, like something that you want to do, something that you may believe in, something you've been wishing to do, maybe an opportunity. It feels like it's once in a lifetime. Okay. You have the opportunity, the capability, or something here to be able to see something through, something that you want to do. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck is not out of reach. It even feels like it's almost purpose or intended for you to do, as we have the Six of Swords. You know, a guided type of direction, a guided type of purpose. Maybe some of you all have been seeking out purpose, and maybe that's why you've been feeling like you are in some way stagnant. Divine, what else is here? We have the Three of Wands. Yes, there's something, maybe an opportunity for you is getting ready to spin the block. It doesn't give the energy of, you know, something like a person. It gives more the energy of like an opportunity, especially with the star here. There's something that you're able to do, that you have the capability of doing, and something that you should possibly be doing is getting ready to come back around. Maybe you've tried, maybe you've attempted to do this before, Nine of Pentacles, but it was something about waiting for a time where you actually were capable. You know, maybe you didn't have the resources then and you have the resources now. Maybe you've just been wondering how it would happen for you. And maybe by, you know, a whim, maybe by faith, maybe by this is what you believe in that energy that you're pulling in, the how is getting ready to come to you. Divine, move forward, please. Three of Wands. What's the Three of Wands? Before, yeah. Before we move forward, we have the Empress. Yes. Three could be significant. Three being the Empress, Three of Wands, 33. So something could definitely be lining up for you. We have a chronological synchronicity of 3 and 4. So very significant type of energy that's happening right now. This is something that you flourish in with Three of Wands and the Empress. This is something that you are abundant in, you know. Two of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. Something could definitely be began to move in a positive direction for you after you pick up on an opportunity. Maybe go back to maybe go back to your tools and your resources to pull out that thing that you used to do, that you used to find favor with, because maybe when you were trying to do it, it just wasn't the time for it, you know? Divine, the Empress. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Something maybe was halted for you previously. Slowing down is more so what it feels like. Because with the Knight of Swords, at one time it was moving fast for you. Maybe this was something that you were doing, you know, without hesitation. But I feel like with the Knight of Swords in reverse, you know, you put something down for a while. You halted, you know, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you halted, you know, a dream that you may have had. Ten of Cups, we have the Star. So definitely a dream like perspective, something you've always wanted to do, a missed opportunity here, you know. Divine, Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so it's something that you know, you weren't at one moment having favor with the Nine of Swords. This is something that you struggle with the Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles showing up after the Nine of Swords, this is something that you most certainly are going to find favor with, because it feels like it was always purposed or destined for you to do. You know, Ten of Cups back at the bottom of the deck. So definitely significance, you know, in that 10 and 10, 20. So judgment, something that you're destined to do. Judgment is an awakening, you know, to yourself and like a higher perspective and like a becoming kind of way. So I do feel like this is something that you were always purposed to do, you know, and this is just energy that's coming back your way. Or you've maybe been wondering, what am I supposed to do? It's all in what you stored away. Divine, what else is here? We have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like the fear or being afraid or whatever anxiety or whatever it is that you have concerning this situation is all you, and it's not any outside sources. It's all in what has happened to you, with the Eight of Swords here. Divine, tell me more about this Eight of Swords. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups. Yeah. So it's all about you. It's all about, that. And I believe the Six of Cups energy came up in the energy read, prior to this one. So it's all in what experiences you've had. You have a history, with something that you've always loved to do. Maybe it grew to be a love and hate type of thing for you because maybe you felt like you were so good at something, but you weren't seeing any traction with it. Divine, what was in the Six of Cups? What happened previously? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe you felt stressed because you were doing something completely by yourself. With the Nine of Pentacles, everything was on you. With Ten of Wands, yeah, everything was on you. Yeah, you. It was a heavy load to carry, and I feel like that help that we were talking about coming in, that energy. I feel like it has something to do with this. Somebody who's very skilled at something here. You know, Divine. What's a possible outcome? We have the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands energy, you're going to be successful with something, There's success, here. Six of Wands, public recognition here as well. Divine Six of Wands. Yeah, Page of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Swords. And I feel like it's going to be with the help you receive, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody's getting ready to come in and help you with something. And I feel like it's just a task with the Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, honest help. Oop, my bad. Honest help is what it feels like. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the Magician. Honest help. I feel like this is something that you've manifested, You asked for this. I feel like with the Magician coming in, you could have also prayed for this here as well, I do feel like you have true honest help coming in. Help that's really meant to give you what you need and probably go about their business. Yeah, Four of Cups. I don't feel you establishing a real bond or relationship here. I feel like it's all task. It's all of importance. It's all of what you need somebody to do or what you need help with. Last one for me, Divine, with the Magician here. Yeah, with the Lovers. Something's going to come to a very good completion because of a decision or a choice that you made here. It has nothing to do with anybody else. This feels more like a euphoric decision, like you being really truly solid in whatever decision that you made to, get the help that you needed or get something going to start whatever is purpose or intended for you to get done. Okay. Whether you do this or not, or whether you started it or you have the potential to do something really good for you, it has nothing to do with anybody else. You have something to you have the potential, the gift, the skill, the know-how to do something really good for yourself. Okay? Maybe you've been looking for insight on that, and if you have, here's your answer. Okay? Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully, this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And that does include our sponsor, Psychic Source, because Seems like we've been needing clarity surrounding ourselves and what we're supposed to do in such an uncertain time. But those details down below in the description box as well. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and I'll see you in the network. Bye, guys.